This is Mike from Woodcraft, and I'm going to show you a couple of things about how to make groups of parts for running a small batch of things. These are sides for boxes. This is the short side, obviously, and the long side, and the box would, of course, go together like that. What I typically do is I'll cut a piece about 1 inch longer than both of those together, so when I cut it, I'll have the grain running from one to the other, so it's nice to be able to do that. But how do you set up a stop block to do both of those? Because doing a run of these and then resetting the stop block for the other, you actually get the parts mixed up and it becomes a logistical nightmare. It's better if you can do both of these cuts at the same time and then put that piece of wood aside. So how do you make one stop block do two separate things? And it's this old trick where you have the first stop block here, which is exactly right for cutting my longer piece if I was running the saw right now. And then of course you need to have the stop block just right to do the shorter piece, but it's way over there. So all you do is figure out where this stop block needs to be and set it, and then figure out where you wish the stop block was, and you basically make a stop block that fills the gap between the two. So you have your primary stop block always locked, then you have your secondary or second intermediate stop block that you can take in and out as needed. It's an old trick, but lots of old tricks need to be reintroduced to new groups. It is very important, or at least more convenient, if you remember to do the short one first and then the long one, because in this case you have a very long piece to handle, and in this case you have a nice long piece to handle. But if you did this first, you would have this tiny thing over here, maybe about 1 inch too long, and it's just a small part. You can't get your hands down there, and it's just not as safe. So do the short one first and then the long one. It's very simple, but we're going to throw in an extra tip here, which is that when you're doing this, or anything on the table saw, when the parts might wiggle around and get caught by the saw, you can actually put a secondary thing right up on top here and hold it down while you do a cut. And so it holds these two pieces during the cut, but look, it also keeps your hands way up here, so I don't have to do this, I can do this. So there's no conceivable way in which the blade can touch my fingers. That's it for the second tip.
We're about to use some power tools.
Collectively, our shop has 400 years of woodworking experience.
We may disable or bypass a safety mechanism to be able to better film or capture part of the woodworking process.
Whatever you do, be sure to read, understand, and follow all the instructions that come with the tools and products you use.
Remove all jewelry from hands, wrists, and necks.
Eye protection,
Dust protection.
ear protection.
Work safely.